the #1 health TV show, providing simple health solutions to complex health issues. Before I get into today's video, please do not forget to hit the subscribe and notification button. Also, please like this video because there's a lot of goodies you don't want to miss out on. Thank you. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I am Ikia Ifriye Sapon and I will be your host for today. With me is our invited guest, Holistic Baba, who is here to talk to us about 3 simple tricks to eliminate COVID severity and mortality in our homes. Welcome to the show, Holistic Baba.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm great. How are you too?
Hanging in there.
That's good. So we've heard so much about you, and I know that COVID has taken a toll on a lot of us. So we really appreciate that you will make it here today. We need to know the hacks to curb the rate of this disease. So I'm going to get right into it. Would you mind sharing with us the 3 simple tricks? I'm very intrigued and I'm very, very curious to find out.
Well, it's very easy. These are things we normally do, but we don't really pay attention to it. And this is whatever I'm going to say today is kind of supported by medical literature. By some of them by the British Medical Journal, and some of them by other research organizations supporting what I'm going to say today. One of the simplest things you can do to curb the severity of COVID, so simple, is just by having sunshine.
Wow.
Sunshine. Because you need sunshine for your body to convert it into vitamin D, which is called calciferol, 25-hydroxycalciferol for the body to use. So vitamin D itself is not like a vitamin, it's a hormone, but we kind of call it vitamin. And we put it in a fat-soluble component. So all you have to do is to have an adequate sun exposure. It has come to the medical community, it has come to their knowledge that a deficiency of vitamin D increases your risk and severity of COVID and then your mortality rate.
Wow. And because we barely have sunshine here,
exactly,
a lot of people have vitamin D deficiency.
Exactly.
I for instance.
Exactly. So now let's compare. Under normal circumstances, Africa was supposed to be hit so hard, right?
Right.
But guess what? The rate of infection in Africa compared to America is different because their sun exposure is different compared to ours. So it is also clear that when your sun exposure or your vitamin D level is very low, you are prone to having most respiratory infections. So if you are able to control that, that would decrease your severity. You don't have to end up in the hospital. And also, it would also increase your chances and survival even if you get a COVID infection. It will increase your survival rate. You don't have to die.
So you're saying vitamin D kind of has a connection in boosting our immune system, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
It does. And most of the abnormalities that occur in our system has something to do with vitamin D deficiency. So if you can control that, that increases your chances of well-being and you don't have to die out of COVID.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yes. So that's just one. And if you want medical literature, I can support my saying with a lot of medical literatures. The second one you can really do is rest, which we normally don't because this is America.
It's a robotic system.
Yes, and most of us work 24/7. We don't rest, we don't sleep. Now, it has been shown that people that are sleep deprived, sleep deprivation decreases your immune system. And once your immune system decreases and you get exposed to COVID, it increases your chances of severity of the disease and then your mortality rate. So all you have to do is to have adequate daily rest.
What about if I cannot sleep 8 hours a day, but I can sleep 5 hours and eat a lot of fruits, it still takes a toll on my body?
It depends on the timing of sleep. Because the most important thing for your body to heal itself is to have the REM sleep, the deep sleep. That is when the body produces melatonin,
right,
to fix every damage the body had gone through throughout the day. So if you can rectify that and get deep sleep within any time of the day, and the body to produce the melatonin to fix any damage that has gone on throughout the day, you are okay. But if you have your 5 hours sleep and your body is not producing the melatonin that it's supposed to produce, then you are at a deficit.
I have a question. So I hear that melatonin is the night hormone that makes you sleep, right? So does it mean that
It just doesn't make you sleep. It helps the body to repair itself through the oxidative stress that it has gone throughout the day.
Okay.
Any kind of tissue damage, any kind of abnormalities that the body went through, melatonin, once you produce that, it goes through the body, and then corrects everything through the cellular, corrects everything at the cellular stage.
Okay.
So you need it because most everything, our bodies are made from cells to tissues to organs. So if you can correct abnormalities from the cellular stage, that is a big advantage.
Okay. Is it only produced at night? Because I, for instance, I can't fall asleep sometimes till 6 a.m.
The key is having a deep sleep.
Okay, so it's produced any time of the day provided you're asleep, right?
But the trick is this: if you have your sleep, we know that light inhibits melatonin production during the day. So if you want to sleep during the day, you want to mimic night as much as you can.
Okay.
So what you want to do is to have dark blinders, like curtains, so that the room will be dark enough to mimic nightfall, so that the body can have the deep sleep.
Like you're tricking the body to think that it's nighttime.
Exactly.
Okay.
Once you're able to do that, the body is able to produce the melatonin for you.
Wow. Then I have to try not to sleep at 6 a.m. Not my fault. I stay up to study. I study better at night.
Yeah, so what you want to do is to have like a nap during the day.
There's no time. I have classes.
I know, but you have to try. Get like maybe 30 minutes or an hour nap. That will go a long way to prepare you for the night. If you are able to, so immediately you come from class or whatever you do, you get that rest. Once you are able to rest, that will be able to prepare you for the night study. And then after that, you have the other rest that your body needs.
Okay. All right.
The other thing that normally we kind of overlook, that is also so cheap and easy, you don't even have to pay for it, is moderation. We call temperance.
How do you mean?
Most of us, let's say people that are obese, is too much caloric intake, right? In most cases.
Right.
So if you have too much caloric intake, what I'm saying is that control that. Because we know that obesity is a high risk factor for COVID-19.
Right.
Diabetes, obesity, they are high risk factors. So if too much caloric intake is increasing your risk, what is the simple common sense to do?
Just cut down the calories.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that is not going to cost you to rather put money in the pocket. So instead of spending too much money to increase your caloric intake, you spend less.
Well, at the end of the day, if you spend too much money increasing your caloric intake, you spend too much money on medications.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, all these things are not going to help you anyway.
Right.
So that's why we are saying temperance, or we are saying that you stay in moderation. No matter what you do, too much is not going to help you. Too much is going to damage your body like too little. So when you are deficient, you have a problem. And then if you overdo it, you're going to have a problem. So all you want to do is to keep a balance.
Right.
And all these three things that we've spoken about today, you don't have to pay a price for it.
Exactly.
Melatonin, well, you can get a pill for melatonin, but if you don't want melatonin, walk on the sun. The sun helps the body to regulate the circadian rhythm for you, and then when you sleep, your body produces better melatonin for you, and it is free.
I heard that with the melatonin supplement too, your body gets used to it and stops producing because
Exactly. So that is the reason why I say you stick to your sunshine.
Because it becomes like an overdose, and the body's like, I'm not going to produce more.
Stick to your sunshine for your sunshine to be triggering this for you, to be doing that job for you, because vitamin D would help, especially some kind of sun exposure, a little bit of exercise would help calm the system down, and then it will help you to sleep better.
Must it be like, can it be like strenuous exercise, like lifting?
No. Do something that your body can manage.
Like yoga, walking.
If yoga calms you down to put you to sleep, you do it. Whatever calms the nervous system down or the central nervous system down, so that you'll be able to have a quality good night's sleep, deep sleep, that is what you go for. Some people, meditation does help.
Right.
So if it is meditation, you go for that. Some people, it is prayer. Some people, it is music. Whatever calms the system down to put you to sleep, that is what you do.
That's awesome. So the 3 hacks: sunshine, temperance,
which we call moderation.
Right.
Yes.
And then rest.
So doing these 3 things would decrease the severity of COVID and then the rate of our mortality. You don't have to die. Doing just these simple things will keep you alive. You can even get COVID and you still survive.
Well, I guess we have to start traveling back to Ghana more frequently for extra sunlight.
You don't have to travel to anywhere. So long as, let's say in New York like this, we have summer. Enjoy the sun while it lasts.
Summer's 3 months a year.
It's okay. Little is better than nothing.
I guess.
Little is better than nothing.
So, guys, you heard that. And I hope that you take into consideration these amazing therapies to boost your immune system. It's enough that the world has dealt with already, so you do not want to add extra harm to yourself. Make sure to walk in the sun this summer. Try as much as possible to take your vitamin D supplements. If you're vitamin D deficient and there's no sun around, make sure to have plenty of rest. I think it's recommended to sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, but a lot of you might be staring at me like, oh, that's too much. Well, health is wealth, so try as much, and please try to limit caloric intake. There's a reason why you have to take your calories in moderation. Too much of everything is bad for the body, including water. If you drink too much of water, trust me, it's very bad, right?
Yes.
Because you have your electrolytes displays all over the place. You can have hypervolemia, which is not good for your cells. Your cells become dilute. Yeah.
Pretty much they lyse up, which we call the red blood cells break up.
Yeah.
If they take too much water.
And you also become you also encounter hyperosmolality. So.
That is true. Too much water and the lysine will cause that for you.
Yeah. So try to limit intake of everything within the required range, and you'll be fine. We end this together, and we're gonna fight this together. So thank you everyone for joining today. I hope you had an amazing time. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, notification button, and the like button. Till we come your way next time. It's bye for now. Take care. Thank you for watching this interview. A special thank you to Dr. and Mrs. Ejiman. I hope you learned something fruitful and impactful that will transform your life. Please do not forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification button. And I hope to see you next time, hopefully. Take care. Bye.